Hi, today I'm going to talk about the Tuskegee syphilis trial. I think a major ethical concern about this experiment is that the participants weren't being told about the details of the experiment and they even weren't being informed of their own physical condition. Before the experiment actually started, many poor and uneducated Black people were induced to participate in this experiment. According to the correct and ethical experiment procedure, people need to fully understand the information about the experiment and they have the right to choose either to participate in this experiment or not participate. However, these rules were all violated in the Tuskegee trial. Also, I think the participants in science and medical experiments need to have safety guarantees. The syphilis disease wasn't regulated by the scientists who carried out the experiment, and the patients weren't treated by the doctors, even though there were already methods to treat the disease efficiently. These are the two ways that I think the Tuskegee trial was not being ethical. Because there are very few syphilis patients nowadays comparing with the number that we had in the past century, and nearly all the patients are being well treated, so it is very difficult to carry out an experiment based on the human's body. Instead, we can try to carry out the experiment on animals' body. After we had the permission from the ethics committee, we can pick a group of animals to inject the virus and use the control group to compare the influences brought by the disease. After the experiment finished, we need to take care of the animals who got the disease, treat it as best as we can. I also think there's another way to do this experiment. Instead of carrying out a experiment and making like the treatments, we can do a correlational study. Ask people who has syphilis disease, or we can navigate through the documented record of patients from hospitals to observe the trend instead of doing experiments and giving treatment on living bodies.